the prince decided to take the ascetic's vow. Knowing his intentions, Sokka sent Wisakama to prepare a residence and provide the requisites for the prince. Using his powers, Wisakama built a proper hermitage for the prince. He built one for use during the day and one the night. He prepared a tank, a pit, and fruit trees. Inside, he provided all the requisites for an ascetic, and then returned to heaven. When Prince Temiya arrived, he knew that this was Sokka's gift. He entered the hermitage, took off his clothes, and put on the red bark dyed garments. Then, when he stepped out of the hermitage, he looked up to the skies and shouted triumphantly, "This is true bliss! This is true bliss!" He felt relieved that his struggles for 16 years had come to a triumphant end. He was now free from the fate of a king, a fate he struggled for 16 years to avoid. After a long journey, the king and queen arrived at the hermitage. Prince Temiya came out to greet them. "Father, Mother, I hope you are well. You have journeyed far." "My son, is it truly you?" "Yes, Father, it is I." "I'm so happy to see you standing, to hear your voice, and to see you move." "Father, let us be seated properly, and then we can converse." "Yes, my son, there is nothing I would want more." The king and queen were offered a couch of leaves, but instead chose to sit on the floor. Prince Temiya brought out some fruits and offered them to his parents. "Father, Mother, this is the food I now eat." Seeing her son eat such foods, Queen Chandadewi could not hold back any longer. She clasped her son and hugged him. She said, "My son, do you really live out here and eat such food? Why do you endure such hardship?" The king then thought, "I must find a way to make him king and bring him home with me." "My son, I will give you all my elephants, my chariots, horsemen, and infantry. I will give you all my palaces. I will provide you with the fairest women. Come, you are my firstborn and heir to my throne. My kingdom is yours." "No, Father. I wish for nothing more than to leave the world and its vanities. For me, the ascetic's life is best. I do not need pomp nor a throne. I see a young boy cry out for his father. Then he has a son, and grows old and dies as well. I see a young girl who is beautiful and fair to see, but soon she fades and is cut down by aging and death, like the green bamboo tree. Men and women will all eventually perish. Why should we put our trust in this temporary life?" Death is the only true power in this world. No one can escape it. What good is power and a kingdom? The king listened to the prince's discourse and internalized the lesson. The king realized that he too was powerless against death. He became disgusted with the life he had been leading and wished to leave the worldly life. The king then decided to become an ascetic. The king and queen told the people of their intention to leave the worldly life and become ascetics. After they explained their reasoning, everyone in attendance all professed their wish to join them in the ascetic's life. The king ordered a proclamation to be made in the city that all who wished to become an ascetic with his son should do so. The king ordered the royal treasuries to be opened and given out freely to the populace. When a neighboring king heard that King Kasiraja had become an ascetic, he decided to conquer Benares. When the invading king saw that most of the city was empty, he asked the drunken revelers where the king was. The invading king then went to the hermitage. There, he found Prince Teemiya sitting in the air. Prince Teemiya then taught him the truth. The invading king and all his soldiers decided to also ordain as ascetics. The same thing also happened to another invading king. In the end, the three kingdoms were abandoned. The elephants and horses were freed and left to roam wild in the woods, and the chariots were chopped to pieces. All the residents practiced mental cultivation for the rest of their lives. In the end, all of the residents and the animals who were calmed by the sight of these sages were eventually reborn in the 6 heavens of the gods. The Buddha then concluded this story by saying, "It was not only in this life that I left the kingdom and became an ascetic. I also did so in the past." The Buddha then revealed the Jataka. The goddess in the umbrella was Upalawana. The charioteer was Sariputta. As for Prince Teemiya, he was I. What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads. And consider making a donation to support our Buddhist animation project.